Boom, boom. This is Kendra. Everybody, welcome back to the channel. All right, we got a little bit of Azur laying on tap today. Got a huge update last night, everyone. Got some basic core mechanic update that's going to allow you to take that limit from 120 up to 125. So we basically got a new cap, new ways to apply that cap, and a new item that's going to need to be collected to complete this. First of all, let's talk about upon the shimmering blue. That second phase of the call to arms for the Secure Empire is still ongoing. Will be ongoing for another 3 to 4 days, so do not forget to complete that, as always, to get the items inside of the shop. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at what we got here. Big update. So you can see it from the tab here. You'll notice you got the Canteen Merchant Lecture Hall. Those are all now no longer level 10. You can now take these up to level 11. 9,000, not too much, so that's going. So the big thing is going to be happening inside of the lecture hall here. You're going to start getting EXP data packs. Basically, these EXP data packs are exactly what they are. Data packs for experience. These can be given to any ship. Doesn't matter what type of ship it is. It could be a common ship, rare ship, epic ship, SSR ship, UR ship, DR ship. Can be used on any ship as long as you have proficiency. Okay, how do you get proficiency? Well, you should know. If you don't, go up here to the help tab and I'll explain proficiency. But basically, a fully limit broke ship at level 100, whenever you use that ship in a sortie, will accrue proficiency. Okay, so just make sure that you have proficiency in there. And it can go up to 200,000. This is, of course, eligible to be leveled up. This will allow you to take your proficiency up to 220,000, as well as a little bit, proficiency gains, the data limits and whatnot. So definitely want to level it up. That's pretty cheap, actually. To level this up to lecture up to 10. The last one was really huge. So I think that's a very reasonable price to play. So that's definitely something that you want to focus on as well. So again, just go ahead and level all these up. They're all eligible for a new level. All right, let's go talk about these XP data packs. You get them just by standard accruing them on a daily, but you can also get them inside of, that's right, daily raids. You should be doing tactical training every single day. I have done this since I started playing the game over a year ago. I've run this every day. There's a new one. It used to be level 60, and I would bring in ships that were like at level 100, but in fully limit broken. I would use that to gain experience. This right here is a little bit tougher. I completed it with aviation. I had Enterprise, Shinano, and Tehu as my carriers, and I bring them in. But as you can see, you're going to get the new item that you need to actually do the 125 limit break, called Cognitive Arrays. There's also an event for these cognitive arrays under the cognitive array support plan. Just basically, this is daily stuff. As you can see, I've almost completed it because just by doing my dailies. All right, so those will give you the EXP data packs as well as these cognitive arrays and cognitive chips. So let's go ahead and take a look in the dock and let me see what you're going to see. So let's open up. We'll use FTG as an example. FTG was at 120 yesterday. There was no awakening option here because the update went down last night, so it's not until this morning. So when you click on this, you're going to notice that you can now take a ship to 125. All right, you need gold as always, cognitive chips. As you can see, I have 94,466 cognitive chips. That's what you get when you run that daily raid tactical training every single day. So I don't have to worry about running out of these anytime soon. And here is the cognitive arrays. Now, as I said before, you'll get 9 of these a day by running the tactical training. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right. Now, in case of FTG, it's going to take 225 to actually take her up to 125. It's different for each ships. Okay, so let's take a look at San Diego. Sandy is 150. Okay, so she's a UR ship now. So 150 to get her up to that. So it's going to be different for each ship. But this is probably the most you're going to have to spend on any ship. This is, she's DR priority ship, strongest in the game. So 225. Could you think that it's probably going to be your max? All right, now there's other ways to get those into tactical training. Right now, also inside of the actual fleet technology, inside your faction, you'll notice you're also able to collect cognitive arrays inside of here. So until you get to to what, so you should be able to get quite a stash inside of here for all of these. Okay, so they're giving you a bunch. As this goes up, you'll get more, and you can hit collect all. So bunch of actual ships. So that's pretty good. That is pretty good in terms of what what's going on. I think that's pretty good. That's going to give you quite a bunch. Let's see how many I have now. Yeah, 1,300. So that's gonna give you a good start. You should be able to get most of your main fleet up if they are at 120. The XP data packs, let's take a look at them. Let's just use a base ship just to give you an idea of what it's going to look like. So we'll go ahead and use Z20 here. And as you can see, she now has to boost the XP. So you can give them data packs. As you can see, I've already got 178. That's from the mission and just, from your daily accruing. And as you can see, you can give them as many data packs as you can until it gets to a point where you can no longer run out. So you can also do that. So this is really good getting your hands on these. You'll be able to level up some ships pretty fast. So you want to focus, of course. You're not going to want to focus on your common ships as of yet. You might in the future want to focus on, but a good choices would be ships like your SSR ships. Subs would also be an excellent chance. Subs are something that are extremely difficult to level up, simply because of the fact that not all of the grid when you run a sortie is eligible for submarine use unless you spend oil to move that submarine to a position that is more beneficial, which allows the submarine, the red glowing section to encompass the ship that you're moving to. Otherwise, subs don't get used. If you go up against a ship that's not on a red glowing square, then your subs are not eligible for use, so they don't get any experience from that sortie. So subs are, so XP might be a good idea to use on your subs to get your subs up, to full. Any other SSR ship, of course, would be beneficial as well too. So let's say that you want to take up Hood. You can use the stuff on Hood. And she needs to be awakened actually. I haven't used her for ages. Then you got to be able to boost XP for her, so I can, maybe get her up to 120. So just make sure that you use proficiency for that. So keep doing whatever you're doing. Use ships that are at level 100, fully limit broke, in all of your sorties. Okay, I like to alternate. I'll stick a ship I'll stick a ship that's not at 100 in pretty much all of my actual sorties. I usually try to at least have one or two ships that are not 120, but I'll try to make sure that they are at least 100 and fully limit broke, so that I'm always gaining proficiency. So let's just continue doing that, and you'll find that it's very, very beneficial. So the level cap is now up. We've got a lot to look at in terms of that. All the ships are going to have to be completed. We're going to have to focus on all these ships. So make sure that you do hit the tactical training. That's a very important, very, very important item. It's pretty much the only place you're going to be able to get these. Okay, but it's open each day, so you can get 45 of these. So you get 9 a day, 7, not 63. You can get 63 of these each week. So every 2 weeks you should be able to start looking to, 2 weeks and some days, you should be able to get a ship up to 125. Now, of course, you're going to have to get the cap to 125. You're, of course, going to have to level it up. So, start using it in sorties and whatnot. As you use it, you're going to get proficiency. So that's a plus as well, too. So there are ways to get around it. But, yeah, so core mechanics have expanded. What else do we have on the update? Well, we've got an eating contest for Udachi. This is at IU2. You're going to need this item to actually retrofit her. I really don't like when they do this. They did this for quite a while with Warspite and Sandy. You had to actually get 2 special items to actually limit break them. It's no longer now. You can get them right here inside of the prototype shop. This is for Warspite. This is for Sandy. You should retrofit both of these ships, actually. They should be one of your first. Sandy should be your first retrofit. It makes her the anti-air king. And then Warspite is an excellent ship. She does a lot of damage, very tanky. So you definitely want to go for her as well. So make sure that you do focus on them. But now you got Udachi, so the Uda Barbecue. You're going to need that item to actually limit break her. All right, so that's up as well. Shimmering Blue event still going on. Fluttering Fanfare, you should have completed this. I don't have Miss Shishio. I thought I had Miss Shishio, but I did not. But I do have her outfit now, so I'm going to go ahead and find her and farm the level that she is on. If she is on a level, might have to focus on builds or something to get her. But then, get her. So, and then the cognitive array support plan is, of course, still up. Like I say, you should be able to knock this out in a day. Okay, this is all stuff that you do for, your daily stuff. So I don't, they're giving you a full, they're giving you actually a month and a half to do it. But I don't really think you should actually need to take that long. Just simply because of the fact that they'll give you a good start on your cognitive arrays. All right, so 120 is no longer the cap, so everybody's going to have to get in there and knock that out. So let's take a look at the mail. So 2,500, of course, some sodas, which you, of course, always want to get. So go in there, get that. As with always, there's always some gold and some oil for the update. Build my oil back up, so I'm going to go ahead and run some of these. Let's take a look at the shot. Okay, so I got Shikuma, so I'm not going to do that, but I am going to go ahead and snatch up the gun. Okay, so I'm doing this simply because I want to see how much more I need to run to get everything. Let me go ahead and get these first, simply because of the fact that that is my special item that I'm looking for. Oh. Okay, and last but not least. Okay, so I have everything in terms of there. So what I want to get now is there are no cognitive arrays in here. Cognitive chips are in here, but that's pretty costly. So we have 72, so let me see. This is what I want to get max of next. Okay, so I have 16 of them left at 500. So yeah, another 4,000 or 5,000 and I should be, but I'll get that. Definitely got, I'll do the 3-peats. You should always be doing these 3-peats here inside of the event. You should be doing B1, B2, B3, and A1, A2, A3 each day to get the ×3. And then of course, if you've completed the thing, like I know most of you have, you should be going in and doing the actual SP. You get 800 for doing this. Okay, so definitely want to run this on a daily basis as well too, and get everything that you need. I got Shikuma. I built Shikuma, so I got her in the build, so I did not have to spend the 8,000. She's almost ready to be limit broke as well too. So I will be completing the event. I will have another video here in a few days as the event comes to an end, just to remind everybody they need to get in there and knock that out. But I did want to get everybody and let it know the new the new plan. So cognitive arrays, make sure you do tactical training. Get your ships to 125, level them up with the XP data packs. Keep an eye on the proficiency. This is the academy. Lecture hall is more important than ever. So you just get these, you just get them by, just like the oil and thing, you can get the data packs, okay? So this is going to be a extremely fast way to level up ships. It looks like it's going to be a permanent item, so you should be able to start working on other ships as well. That's what I like about the game. You can get ships, get all the ships, and get what you need to level them up fairly quickly, fairly easy. So that makes it even more. So we're going to have to start getting on 125. This should help out in level 12 and 13. Having a 125 ship, you're going to have more stats. So if you're having a little bit of trouble with 12 and 13, you might want to get your ships up to 125. There's also ways to get your equipment up past 10 as well too if you're playing Operation Siren. I'm almost to the point where I can start doing equipment as well too. So that's something that you want to focus on as well, so don't leave that in the out of your daily plan. You should definitely be doing Operation Siren at least once, because there is a daily for it. As you can see, I've already completed my weeklies. I completed my weeklies on Wednesday? Tuesday or Wednesday I completed my weekly. I haven't claimed it yet because I'm running out of space. So I need some more dock space before I start claiming this, and I'll also get another gold bullion as well from claiming that. But yeah, I think I completed it on Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't know. One of those 2 days I completed the actual weekly thing. I think it was yesterday when I was doing my cleanup. Is when I completed it. So you definitely want to keep an eye on that, because that's pretty much the best way to go about getting. You get like 3 bullions each time you clear your weeklies. So make sure that you're definitely focusing on that. And everything should be beneficial in getting everything up. They're going to give you a lot of cognitive arrays to begin with, so that everybody can start getting 125 as the new cap. Focus, of course, on your UR ships, DR ships. Focus, if you have a fleet that's your consistent fleet, you might want to focus on that first. But just, don't neglect it. 12 and 13 have not changed. So, if you're almost beating it with 120, you should definitely be able to beat it with 125 without much of a problem. Just make sure that you have anti-air. Get Sandy. Retrofit her. The items inside the shop, you no longer need to hunt around and wait for the event to come. Get her retrofitted. Max out her anti-air. Then take another ship, Dito U, just one that you can think about. Max out the ship's anti-air and make sure you have one of those in each of your fleets when you run the sortie. And you should be able to survive. If not, maybe think about a Yuho or San Francisco. Those do excellent healing. Make sure San Fran's in the center slot if you do choose her for your Vanguard healing, because she has to be in the center slot to do the healing. Yuho's an excellent ship. Both of those ships offer pretty good damage and healing to boot, which is why I think they're some of the best ships in the game in terms of that. So don't neglect those ships if you're having trouble. Just some ideas about what to do on 12 and 13, because you're going to get a lot of damage from planes. Damage is the main issue inside of 12 and 13. It comes pretty fast at times and pretty furious at times. So healing is needed. Other ships you can think about. Unicorn. Every time Unicorn does a sortie from her aircraft, you get some healing from that as well too. So there's ships out there that you can use. But San Fran and Yuho are SSR ships, which makes them a lot more useful than some of the others. Okay, but yeah, so think about that as well. All right, so yeah, just wanted to let everybody know core updates. Start focusing on leveling up the core mechanics so that you can get this stuff, because this is very valuable. Hit the merchant, hit the canteen, get the lecture hall. 9,000, 9,000, and 17,500. Definitely something to look forward to. All right. So again, thanks a lot for watching the video. Remember to subscribe. Once you subscribe, you'll see that bell. If you click on that bell, you get notified each time I do drop a video. Also, remember to like and share the video, as that helps the channel immensely. This is Kendra coming at you from the corner, signing out.